All right, shalom, shalom. First off, and foremost as always, I want to say, call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor be unto the elder apostles, a great millstone that do rule and teach well. And the shalom to Ankim out there that's pushing his truth through the spirit, through the power, and through the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Okay, so this lesson is going to be titled, Do Not Lose Patience. Okay, remain hopeful, remain faithful, and continue to endure, because, we are, living in serious times. And the spiritual battle, the spiritual war is only going to get, harder, but that proves that we're, at the end, because, the demonic attacks, Satan try to infiltrate your mind, is coming, is getting, a little more, difficult, but we must, remain, patient and faithful towards Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, and hey man, it's not going to be easy, but, we have to continue to have the spirit of perseverance. Ultimately, we have to, continue to put our trust and faith in the names of Yahweh Shema Shai, our God. Okay, so starting off, I'm gonna grab this in Luke. Okay, Luke chapter 21 and verse 19. Okay, and it says, "And your patience possess ye your souls." Okay, and your patience possess ye your souls. Now, we go into that word patience in the book of Luke 21 and verse 19 and the KJV. The word patience there, the Greek word, it says, let's see what he says.
Strong's G 5281. Hupamane. Hupamane.
Okay. And the word patience, it means steadfastness, constancy, endurance. You see, it says in the New Testament, the characteristic of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose and his loyalty to faith and piety by even the greatest trials and sufferings. You see, so when it says you patience possess your souls, that's us suffering, but us going through our trials and tribulations and our sufferings, that's not going to, throw us off our A game or throw us off track, and staying loyal to Yahweh Shema Shai and keeping our faith. You see, because all things are about to come to a close here in Babylon. Babylon's about to be, no more. So we have to continue to persevere and hold fast, that we have, which is the truth, which that's the words of Yahweh Shai. Let me get snagged that real quick. Let's see. This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 11. It says, it says, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast," which is this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the Holy Scriptures. But because we are fighting for salvation. Okay, we are fighting for, to be delivered. This truth is, this truth is literally do or die. Okay, and it says, "Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown." Okay, and like I always say, that man is starting off with you because this flesh can can hold you back at times, and you don't want to allow that. You don't want to allow the flesh to overtake you. And I'm not speaking to myself first and foremost, because there's gonna come times when the flesh, immortal thoughts, which is ultimately the flesh. Ultimately, is gonna try to blind you from the mission that you're on. You can't forget that we're on a mission, that we're on a that we've been called to do the work of the Lord. And us doing the work of the Lord, we have to stay the course. We can't, be easily swayed, easily, bewitched. We have to continue to, just like the meat, just like the word patience in Luke 21:19. We can't be, swerved into. Basically, we can't be, talked out of our salvation. We gotta keep going. Okay. Now, do we got that? Let's read it again. It says, "Behold, I come quickly." Right, Yahushua is coming quickly. Okay. And just like Yahushua told disciples in Matthew 24, he told them the signs that, to indicate before he returns. You have the wars and rumors of wars. Okay, the earthquakes in diverse places. There was an earthquake in California, I believe, today. A 4.4, magnitude, which that's spiritual. 44. Okay. What else? Pestilences. And also too, signs in the heavens. When we go to the book of Joel, signs in the heavens. The blood moons. Okay, the solar eclipse. So on and so forth. So these are all signs that we have to keep watch for, because these are indicators before Yahushua returns. Okay, and like he just said, he's gonna return quickly. And it says, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take that crown. Right, man, that crown, man, that chance at salvation, your chance at, to be, part of the first fruits of the nation of Israel. Okay. Now, when you go into the word crown in Revelation 3 in verse 10, the word there, Rev 3 in verse 11, Now, the word there for crown, let's see what he says.
Strong's G 4735, Stephanos.
Okay. That's the Greek word for the word crown, Stephanos, in the Blue Letter Bible. And the word crown says a mark of royal or exalted rank. It says the eternal blessedness which will be given as a prize to the genuine servants of the Most High, Yahweh, right? And Yahushai, the crown which is the reward of the righteousness. You see, and that reminds me of this quick scripture, because ultimately the elect, will be literally crowned by Yahushua himself. And that was a vision that the prophet Ezra saw, okay, that was given to him by the Lord, and he's seen the elect be crowned by Yahushua himself. Okay. So we're fighting for that crown. We are fighting for salvation. We are, making, we are showing our diligence in doing the work of the Lord to make our calling and election sure. Okay, pursuant to the book, I believe that's in 2 Peter's, the 1st chapter and the 10th verse, I believe. So real quick, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 2, and I'll get to the point. And verse, I gotta start up. 2nd Esdras 2 and verse 42, it says, I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. Okay, and the great people is talking about Israelites. Okay, you can precept this with Revelation, the 7th chapter, when John saw the great multitude, but that was, the mixed multitude of Israelites, coming out of different nations. You see, okay, so he's seen, Israelites that may look like other heathen, but because pursuant to the curses, we were scattered, so our seed is going to mix and mingle with the heathen. But because that Israelite may look like a heathen, that doesn't mean make him a heathen. Okay, we are the sands of the sea. You're going to have, Jake that may look like, Moabites, Elamites, so on and so forth, even Edomites, So we are, a speckled bird. Okay. So it says, I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. You see? And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, you see, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High Yahweh. Now are they crowned and receive palms. You see, so what Edra is seeing right now, he's seeing these people, okay, this great people, okay, the elect, okay, being crowned, okay. And he said, it says, he answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name. You see the name, okay, and have confessed the name of the Most High, Yahweh Bashmal Shai, and now are they crowned and receive palms. So these are the men that have, the elect men that have put off, that have, turned their backs in the world, put away this world, became the new creature, cast off mortal thoughts, and confess, Yahweh Bashmal Shai, man, here on this earth, okay, in the midst of wickedness, and these men are going to be exalted and receive that glory, okay. Verse 46, it says, Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them, and giveth them palms of their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. You see, so the one that was crowning them was Yahweh Shai that he saw in his vision. Okay, so that's gonna come to pass very, very soon. The elect are gonna get crowned by Yahweh Shai, man. Best believe that, man. Okay, and it says, whom they have confessed in the world, right? So the elect men, the hopeful elect, are confessing, okay, Yahweh Bashmal Shai in this wicked ass, cruel ass world right now, okay, and standing up, okay, for Yahweh Bashmal Shai towards the evildoers, as is written in Psalms 94 and the 16th verse, okay. Now, real quickly, when you look at the word confess and the online etymology, it goes into the word to make a vowel or to acknowledge. You see, so these men, these hopeful elect, the elect, all right, they're acknowledging, Yahweh Bashmal Shai, because in this land, this valley of shadow of death, no one acknowledges, the Lord. No one, believes in the higher power. Like the elect believes in, their God, who is Yahweh Bashmal Shai. Because people here, they believe in Satan, they believe in their woman, themselves, the fair football team, but nobody considers the Lord Yahweh Bashmal Shai, who created them. You see, and that's why the elect are immensely blessed. Okay, and it says, Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord, right? For the name of the Lord. You see, the name matters, man. Okay. It says, Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power thou hast seen. So the point was, to land back off of, Revelation 3 and 11, going into the meaning of the word crown, and right here it says, back at the meaning, it says, the eternal blessedness which will be given as a prize to the genuine servants of the Most High Yahweh Bashmal Shai. Okay, the crown which is the reward of the righteousness. You see, so I read that in Esdras to further prove how the elect are going to receive crowns by Yahweh Shai. You see, in the near and dear future, because of their, their righteousness, because of, them being, them being, standing stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashmal Shai, and ultimately because, they're of the chosen, they're of, they've been preordained to be the elect. But ultimately, that's why the scriptures say, show thy faith by thy works, because, if we believe that we are of the elect, because we got to put that work in, show our faith, and this is how we show our faith, by our works, right? That's why we say that we are of the hopeful elect, okay? And that's why you have to remain patient, like the, the lesson, The topic of the lesson is, don't lose patience. Do not lose patience, because, ultimately, you want to receive that crown, by Yahweh Shai. You want to be, of the first fruits of the Lord, you know. That's a high level, position to be in. That's a very beautiful position, to take part in, man, to have a chance of salvation and be of the first fruits of the nation of Israel, to bring back the nation. That's wonderful, man. So this is definitely worth fighting for, man. Okay. Now that I got that, let's get this. This is the book of Sirach. Sirach, chapter 2. And verse, let's see, 14. It says, "Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?" Right, man. So you losing patience, destruction unto you, because here it is. The Lord, He said, "Hey, wait ye upon me, hold that crown fast. Behold, I come quickly." He told us all these things, but but some guys lost patience. That's why some people, they fall out, because they think, that this is not real. But ultimately, that's because the Lord's not dealing with them, and they have a lack of faith. You see, so you don't want to be that guy that has lost patience. Because, hey, man, because prophecy can kick off at any moment. Now, of course, things have to be played out on an earthly level. You see, but like the scriptures say in the book of Habakkuk 2 and 3, it says, "Though it tarry, wait for it; it shall surely come; it will not tarry." So we have to continue to, have patience. But within us having patience, we're gonna suffer. It's gonna be very bitter. It's gonna be, very trying. But we have to keep in the back of our minds to continue to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai to keep us going. Pray for, more endurance, spiritual endurance. Pray for more spiritual perseverance. Pray for more faith if you have to. Okay, the Lord will give it to you. Okay. Pray for more, more mental strength. The Lord will give that to you. Okay. But just keep in mind, when you pray, you have to believe it and be sincere and don't waver. So woe to them that has lost patience, man. And this is the words of the Lord, because the Lord said He's going to deliver us. So what's the point of losing patience? Then ultimately that means that you had a lack of faith. Okay, so you don't want to be that guy that loses patience, man. Okay. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, and in verse 9 it says, "For then will I turn to the..." Actually, no. Slakia. Zephaniah 3 and verse 8, it says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey." Right, man. So the Lord is saying, wait ye upon me. Have patience. We got to continue to suffer, before the Lord returns. We have to go through certain things before the Yahweh Shai returns. We got to wait, because right now we're playing the waiting game. We're waiting on things to happen, a prophecy to, manifest. We're waiting on the MOTB to become mandatory. We're waiting on Jacob's trouble. We're waiting on World War III. We're waiting on Yahweh Shai to return. Okay, we're waiting on Babylon to be destroyed. Okay, and when you think about it, it's not that much prophecies that have that's left. There's only a few more prophecies, then we'll be delivered out of Babylon. Okay, so let's read it again. Zephaniah 3 and 8 says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." And what's that? That's World War III. Okay, the Lord's gonna, assemble these nations down the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, and ultimately, destroy them by thermonuclear destruction. Okay, by way of by way of the nukes, by way of the laser beams and the chariots. You see, because pursuant to the book of Second Esdras, the 13th chapter. Okay, these nations are going to try to fight Yahweh Shai. But ultimately, Yahweh Shai is gonna, overpower them. But they're going to be thirst to fight. Okay, so all these nations are gonna be caught in a trick bag, and the Lord is going to gather them all together down that low place, that valley, down over in that land. Okay, and the Lord is going to destroy them with his indignation, which ultimately his indignation is the nuclear missiles, that nuclear destruction. Okay, and the word indignation means righteous anger. So the Lord has righteous, fierce anger. Okay, towards Babylon, man, toward these heathens out here. Okay, so that's all we gotta do is wait upon the Lord. Just like how it says in the book of Matthew, I believe Matthew 24. Bless the servant. Let me get that real quick, okay? Because we gotta wait. All right. Let's see here real quick. This is Matthew 24, and let's see here. All right, Matthew 24 and verse. I'm gonna start at verse 44. It says, "Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful servant? Excuse me. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. And if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming," and that's the spirit that you don't want to be in. Okay, you want to be in the spirit of continuing to do the work and having faith, while in the midst of Yahweh Shai returning, before he comes here, and because if Yahweh Shai, was to return right now, and we're doing the work, we're doing his will, then we'll be blessed, we'll be delivered, you see. But you don't want to be this guy. Let's keep going. It says, verse 48, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayed his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So you don't want to be that guy that lost patience and think that the Lord is delaying his coming, and just be somebody that's just 1 foot in the truth and 1 foot in the world. And now by the time you know it, you completely through, and now you back in the world, and then boom, Yahweh Shai returns, and now you judged, burn it in the lake of fire. You see, you don't want to be that guy. Okay, you don't want to be that person. You want to be that faithful servant, that faithful and wise servant. Okay, that is constantly doing the work, and constantly praising the Lord, constantly keeping your faith. Because the scriptures say, work out your own salvation. Okay, so the scriptures say that how does it go? I believe it's in Esdras. It goes like they who have not see me with bodily eyes, something like that. Let me get it real quick. I don't want to butcher it, But basically, what I'm getting at, you want to keep that patience, and wait till our Lord returns, man, and not be like the other servant, the evil servant, who think that Yahweh Shai is not going to return, and then he catches that evil servant off guard. Okay, you want to be that faithful and wise servant who who is his Lord finds so doing, which is what the work, and that alone shows you that it shows you that you keep your faith and you trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, you kept patience ultimately, right? So let me just look this up real quick. Bodily eyes. Let's see. Yep, this is 2nd Esdras 1 and verse 37. It says, I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness. And though they have not seen me with the bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say. You see, so even though, a lot of us, here in this generation, we haven't seen Yahweh Shai, okay? We haven't seen Yahweh Shai physically, but we know that he exists. We know that he's about to return, you see? So us believing that he's about to return, and we believe in the sayings of Yahweh Shai, here today, through the Spirit, that shows a huge amount of faith. That shows a huge amount of patience. Okay. So we have to keep, going, keep, persevering, to make a calling and election sure. And actually, that's the second time I quoted that scripture, so I might as well get it, right? The 2nd Peter 1 and verse 10. Actually, let's see what the NLT says. 2nd Peter 1 and verse 10, it says, let's see. It says, so dear brothers and sisters, work hard to prove that you really are among those the Most High has called and chosen. Right, man? You got to put the work in, because the scriptures say, if you don't work, you don't eat, And it says, do these things and you will never fall away, which is true. Let's read it in the KJV. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence. You see, let's look at that word diligence in the Blue Letter Bible. Okay. The word diligence in the Greek, let's see what he says.
Strong's G 4704. Spudazo.
Spudazo. Now when you go down to the word diligence, it says be forward, to labor, to study. Okay, to hasten, to make haste, to exert oneself. Okay. Let's see here. The root word, it says earnestness. Okay. Promoting or striving after anything, right? So basically giving it your all, putting your best foot forward, no matter the measure that you've been given, hey man, do the best of your ability. Okay. Back in 2nd Peter 1 and verse 10, it says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence, right? You put your best foot forward, work hard, do your best, to be a good brother. Do your best to do your lessons. Do your best to, keep up on prophecy and feed the sheep of the Lord of Yahweh Shai, to warn the sheep. Constantly getting blood off your hands. Do your best to go out there in the highways and byways and go to church and preach the word, and prophesy. You see, because this is our purpose. That this is what we've been created to do. It says the whole duty of man is to serve the Lord, right? Loosely paraphrasing that precept. So it says, give diligence to make your calling, right? Your calling and election sure, right? Because if we put in the work in now, and hold that faith, and keep our trust in the Lord, and continue to, just call upon it, Yahweh Shema Shai, then ultimately, your election will be guaranteed. So it says, for if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. You see, so continue to be diligent, continue to be patient. Don't lose patience, man. Do not lose patience. Okay, continue to persevere, endure. Don't let no man take your crown from you, because Yahweh Shai said that he come quickly. Okay, we just read the parable, Matthew 24, about the servant. Let's read that one more time. Let's read that verse. Matthew 24, and I'm gonna get just 44. It says, therefore, be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh, right, man? And the KJV says, excuse me, in the NLT, it says, it says, you also must be ready all the time, for the Son of Man will come when least expected. You see? Yahweh Shai said in Rev 3:11, behold, I come quickly. All right? Let's see here. That was it right there, actually. I could have read up a little bit, but the point's been made, you know? So, yeah, man, don't lose patience, you know? Yahweh Shai is coming quick. You know, it says that Yahweh Shai is going to, return, like a thief in the night, unexpectedly. A burglar's not going to, knock your door at night, wake you up and, and rob you. No, he's going to do it when you're sleeping, when you're comfortable, when you're vulnerable, and just, get in and get out, So how much more Yahweh Shai, man? The King of Kings, Lord, and the Lord of Lords, man, the Alpha and the Omega. Okay. So with that being said, I just want to say, Koholam Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor be unto the elder apostles, a great millstone that do rule and teach well. And shalom to you, Sensor Ankim out there that's pushing this truth through the spirit, through the power, and through the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and Lord's will, the Lord's sheep was fed and edified. With that being said, shalom.